Fellow Kenyans, we are a country and we only have this country. There is nowhere that we can go to, and that is because we were born here. If you go outside the country, maybe you are going for a business trip, or maybe you are you're relocating, and for you to do that, you must have a passport, you must have a visa. But the fact remains that we are Kenyans, and a lot of things are happening in this country that sometimes you ask yourself that, is this really the country that all of us wants to live in? Or is this a country that all of us belongs to or in? I'm saying this because imagine a president stands in a podium, and not even a podium, but on top of his car, and says that is going to compensate those who lost their lives. Is going to give money to the families of those who lost their lives during the protest. That is the June 25th.
Wale wote waliopata matatizo, walioadhirika, kama kuna mtu alikufa wakati wa maandamano, sasa tutatoa pesa ya serikali tuwalipe familia zao, na tuhakikishe ya kwamba tunaleta umoja na usawa katika taifa letu la Kenya, so that we can bring healing in our communities and in our regions tukienda mbele. Tumekubaliana? Tumekubaliana? Munasema tuunganishe Kenya?
So I've been asking myself this question, that so the life, it is very easy. So according to them, according to the president, according to the opposition leader, because those are the things that they were talking about, it was their own suggestions that those who lost their lives, the families are supposed to be compensated by giving them money. So right now you can be killed, and then for the government to say they are sorry, they give you money. Instead of waiting up to the point that now you are going to give as money as a family. Why can't you prevent that money that we're going to use to compensate us? Why can't we just stop the killing? Nimeshangaa sana rais akisema ya kwamba they're going to compensate those who lost their lives. Right now, I just want to ask this simple question, that I know a lot of people, there's some people who are watching these videos that they lost their loved ones, the friends. I also lost some friends. But that one, I know I'm not in as much pain as the families, the family, because I was just a close friend. Though it hurt, it hurts, but now, not like the family, the father, the mother, the brothers. It hurts though. I've been trying to ask myself since I heard William Ruto saying this thing yesterday. No, yesterday, but it was on Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, it was on a Sunday. Where William Ruto went to Gunja, that what we are going to do, we are going to give them money. So giving money, we need to bring back that person who died. So according to these guys, life is equivalent to money. So life can be bought. Even if you give the Rex's mother 100 million, 10 million, 5 million, do you really think it will be equivalent to the child that he lost or she lost? I know majority might say that 1 million, 2 million, she could have not seen it while Rex was alive, but then it hurts. We can't buy life. There is something that we have to understand, that there is a role that a child plays in the life of the parents, especially if they really had hopes. Because remember let's take for example the death of Rex, because Rex ndio watu inajulikana ilikuwa ikinini sana. So the life of Rex had a family, had a child and a wife. Then Rex comes and dies. So it means that Rex's generation is gone. Maybe the child might one day also give birth, but then we are talking about now Rex as a grandfather. Or let us take a look at those who died, wale watu ambao waliuawa kabla hawajaoa ama kabla hawajaolewa. The generation imeisha hivyo. and then you want to come and give money. Will that generation continue with that money? Na nimemsikia tena Ruto anaita watu wajinga.
Unajua kuna watu wengine, watu mafala, ati wanatuambia ati wao ndio wataamua nani atakuwa kiongozi. Ati wao ndio wataamua nani atakuwa rais, nani atakuwa governor, nani atakuwa, ndio mnasikia wanasema one term. Mimi nataka niwaulize, wao ndio wataamua ama nyinyi ndio mtaamua? Wao ndio wataamua ama nyinyi ndio mtaamua? Na watu wa hapa Unguja mnasemaje? Ati mnasemaje? Ati mnasemaje? Ati mnasemaje? Ati mnasemaje?
You know, how did we end up electing such leaders? How did we end up giving such leaders platform? Abusing, insulting people. Yani anaita watu wajinga. So he's referring to the opposition, anawaita wajinga na anasema kwamba kuna wajinga wengine mahali. You see, there is nobody in this country since Rigathi Gachagua went to United States of America, stayed for those the weeks that he stayed, and then came back. I realized that all the opposition leaders, I'm not against anybody, but all the opposition leaders, none of them was able to mobilize a crowd such as this.
Wewe Ruto, wewe Zakayo, wewe Kaongo, wewe Muzi, wewe muuaji, wewe mtu ya kutenga, Kasongo hadi asiende, Kasongo hadi asiende, Kasongo atembee asitembee. Wangapi wanasema Kasongo aende, Kasongo aende, Kasongo aende? Huyu jamaa
hakuna. Since Rigathi Gachagua aende, awaachie sawa, you can do what you want with the opposition, and then wakaanza kufanya mikutano zao. In fact, I realized that hakukuwa na any mikutano ambayo ilikuwa inafanywa na watu opposition apart from here. Sasa venye Rigathi Gachagua amerudi, ndio unaona sawa wanaanza kukimbia up and down. But the truth of the matter is, what I normally say is that Rigathi Gachagua is a very good mobilizer. He might have his weaknesses, but if tables could have turned and maybe Rigathi Gachagua aseme kwamba ambiwe that is in a position to fight for the president, which I know he is, but I don't know. I really don't know. Gachagua is a very good guy, and we have to accept that kila mtu akona changamoto zake. Kila mtu akona mambo yake, uzuri yake na ubaya yake, weaknesses and strength. Hata yule mtu akotuna strength yake, lakini weaknesses ndio mingi kuliko strength. So I really don't know. Opposition inafaa ijipange tu vizuri, because without Gachagua there is no opposition. Hata unaona ujiza ambavyo William Ruto na watusi hapa na anaita wajinga. Why? Because personally I feel like these guys really depend on one person. Wanaangalia tu Rigathi Gachagua. That Gachagua asipofanya hii, Gachagua lazima afanye, lazima Gachagua amobilize, Gachagua lazima atusi William Ruto. And then there is also another thing here. Those who are saying that William Ruto is a two-term president, can you tell us, okay, when you are asked right now that what makes you think, or why do you normally say that William Ruto is a two-term president and that William Ruto must go 2 terms for 2 terms? Nobody will answer. That is a fact. When you are asked, okay, watu wa Ugunja, we've seen the way you are shouting, oh, 2 term. Ugunja ndiye alikuwa anaita watu wajinga, alikuwa anaita opposition wajinga. Ati kuna wajinga wengine mahali. You see? Now, and that is a president, anaita watu wajinga in public, mbele yenu watu wa Ugunja. That is Siaya County, Ugunja constituency. That is the place where Opiyo Wandayi was an MP before he was appointed to become the CS of Energy. In Ugunja ndio tuko na Orengo as the governor. Tuko na Oburu Odinga is the senator of Siaya County. Siaya County, Ugunja iko Siaya County. Siaya County leaders ni Senator Oburu Odinga, Governor Orengo, and then tukienda Ugunja we had got Opiyo Wandayi as the MP, but right now sijui anaenda kuchagua nani. If you are coming within Ugunja constituency, you can tell me at the comment section that nyinyi mnaona mnaenda kuchagua nani kuwa mbunge wenu. But the truth of the matter is that those are the kind of things that are happening. Yani mnakubali mpaka alafu mnaanza kusema tu, ukiulizwa saa hii, why are you saying that William Ruto is a two-term? You as a citizen, what is it that William Ruto has done for you that is making you feel like, or is making you think that this guy, if given another chance, can do more than what he has done? Because according to me, I think that when this man is given chance, he can do worse than what he has done. That is how I think that is how I know it. That if given chance, he's going to do worse than what he has done. So shameful. The next thing is the issue of Statehouse visit. And today, leo ilikuwa siku ya watu wa Turkana. Watu wa Turkana pia wameambiwa waende wakapokee hela yao. But then, before I talk about the issue of Turkana, I was trying to look at reasons to why William Ruto is having these, normally wanakuwa na hizi meetings, State House. Unasikia mara leo ni community flani. Like just the other day it was Meru, when Merus were really crying that hawajalipwa, walipromisiwa that they were going to be given some cash, some 10,000, but they were not given. It started with Homa Bay. Homa Bay went to State House, that is March 19th. And then it was attended by Governor Gladys Wanga and county leaders, which was to fast-track projects ahead of Madaraka Day, including Raila Odinga Stadium upgrades, airstrip expansion, water sanitation, fish landing sites, road transmission line, markets, and industrial infrastructure. I think in Homa Bay, what we've seen, or what we saw that happened, ama ilifanyika, we saw Madaraka Day ilikuwa successful, and then Raila Odinga Stadium upgrade pia ilifanyike, the airstrip, around the airstrip expansion, though watu wanalia. And then the second group that attended was Ukambani region, whereby we had got Kitui, Machakos, and Makueni counties. That is March 27, the same year, this year. It was attendees or county leaders from Machakos, Kitui, Makueni, along with Labour CS Alfred Mutua. Purpose was to promote collaborative leadership, infrastructure, development, education, transparency, and empowerment of the Kamba community. The third group was Western Kenya, that is Vihiga, Kakamega, Busia, Bungoma, Trans Nzoia, and also Siaya leaders. That is early June 2025. Attendees leaders from the 5 counties plus Governor James Bob Aglorengo and others. Purpose to discuss development priorities and strengthen cooperation between national and county levels, politically significant given Orengo's ODM route. And then 4 was Mount Kenya region, multiple counties. Then date ongoing consultation in March 2025 ahead of the regional tour. Attendees, MPs, deputies, and regional leaders from counties like Nyeri, Kirinyaga, Murang'a, and Meru, Kiambu. A purpose, deliberation on agriculture, tea, coffee, dairy, infrastructure, housing, and fresh product markets under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, or the better. And then we also had got Kisii, Nyamira counties, that is mid-August, specifically date 15. Attendees were political and professional leaders from the Gusii community. Purpose to discuss development programs tailored to the region, likely also at a strategic political engagement ahead of the by-election. And then Murang'a County, attendees, political leaders from Murang'a County, including lawmakers and representative. Purpose, Ruto affirms support for development implementation through collaboration with the local leaders. But why these frequent regional meetings? Number one, to promote inclusive development, strengthen political outreach, and also fostering accountability. We can't talk about fostering accountability because hakuna development huwa inafanyika State House. So hizi vitu ambazo wanafanya, they're just doing it for their own gain. So I think was it yesterday? Yesterday I had Faruki Bet really saying that William Ruto si Mkabila, Ndio maana watu wana complain that hajaipeleka watu wa Rift Valley ati Kalenjin hawajaienda State House. So according to Farouk Kibet is trying to tell us that Ruto sio mkabila kama sisi, kama watu wengine wenye wanajiangalia sana. They what matters to them is
Mukienda State House. Mimi hata niliona wengine wana complain, wanasema rais, wewe hujapeleka Wakalenjin State House. Rais sio mkabila vile nyinyi ni wakabila. He's not. Na nyinyi msitetee kwa watu, nimeenda na tumbo, hiyo ni story duni, haina maisha. Forget about it. Hata next week kama iko nafasi ya kurudi State House, rudi na Wakisii. Ama kama ni mbali, ambia rais akuja hapa State Lodge, Wakisii wakuje. Mpaka hii permanent complainers washindwe. You know the problem was, samani State House ilikuwa si ya wa Kenya, ilikuwa ni ya familia. Rais amesema hapana, ni ya Wakenya. Na ilikuwa samani pia ilikuwa ni ya ukabila. Rais akasema hapana, Kisii akuje, wa Nairobi akuje, wa Nyeri akuje. Wanasema wanataka kumlazimishia rais ukabila. Ati siulete watu yako ya Kalenjin wachae huko. Sasa hiyo ni siasa gani?
Hii Kenya tutaona mambo kweli. So I really don't know how the outcome, because the experience that watu wa Meru walikuwa na, and I said here that kama community yako haijaenda State House, please don't allow yourself to be embarrassed. Si tungoje tu jioni itafika. No, tungoje tu jioni itafika and we'll have the experience ya wale watu ambao wamekuwa kienda State House. Wenye wameenda State House leo ni Turkana. A lot of them wameenda State House. Let us wait for the outcome. Tutasikia tu. Tutasikia kumeenda, kukawa, kulikuwa, kulienda. We will hear. One thing I love is that we are all here and we are witnesses. We see these things happening. The way, the outcome, watu wakienda State House. State House is a place where unajua, one thing I know with William Ruto is that anajaribu ku strategize himself. Anajaribu kusema okay, hii nikifanya hivi itakuwa hivi. What is going to happen is this. Watu wakienda State House, kuna wale ambao wanapewa pesa, and Ruto thinks that wakati community imeenda State House, so already akona hiyo community ameingiza box. He is failing to understand that the more he does these things, the more he looks stupid. Atana venye anatusi watu wajinga. The more anafanya hizi vitu, the more yeye mwenyewe ndiye anaonekana mtu mjinga. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because you can't think that you have a community simply because you have some leaders. Simply because now unaona you have leaders, so unaona kwamba you have the whole of community. You can't have the whole of the community simply because you have very few leaders here and there. It's a lie of the devil. It is a lie of the devil. Hakuna. So when you anaenda State House, when you anaenda State House, nyinyi endeni, anajua kitoka Turkana ataenda Masai. Nyinyi endeni State House, na kama ni pesa, chukua pesa. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that William Ruto is a one term. We don't know who's going to replace William Ruto. But from the look of things, with the number, all that thing, everything that is happening, truth of the matter is that our president is going to be the first person to be a one-term president. That is it. Coming 2026 during the general election, the election that is going to happen in 2026, I know they are trying to argue here and there that it cannot happen in 2026, blah blah blah. But believe you me, this election must happen in 2026. It will happen in 2026 if they don't change anything, because according to the calculations and all that, but they are going to push it. Wanaanza kusema FIFA World Cup, AFCON and all that, and then unaona vitu wameanzana nazo. Sijui mara Vita, Mandera, sijui KDF, mara sijui Al-Shabaab. Wanaenda kutuleta hivi. And then tukuje to realize that election hata pengine itafanyika 2027, but we shall be there. After all guys, that is just my thought, and that is all I have for now. Just a quick reminder that if at all we are meeting for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button, because by subscribing, it is going to make Bonita Media grow. And also like, and you can as well share to reach as many people as possible. Until we meet again, I have been your host, Boniface Awino. Bingo.